Hey, what up, people? Ryman just woke up. Yeah. So I checked my message and yeah, it really wasn't. I mean, for me, this is like a normal thing, you know. It rains, you get wet, you go home, you dry off. It's like that. But I still don't like being wet because you know I got an umbrella. But for whatever reason, the back of my legs be getting wet. It's like, what's the point of having this umbrella? You know what I mean? But so the cops, I just don't see the point. You know, there's bad people in Japan doing bad things in places that everybody knows. And yes, that massage lady did say blow job. And the only reason I stopped bothering the massage ladies is because Mrs. RG said, "Stop!" I said, "Why, man? They bother me." She's like, they have to do this job. They have a family. They don't want to see their family on YouTube. And we got into like a big fight. I'm like, but. She's like, I don't want to. So that's why I don't make the videos of massage ladies. I make, there's two of them up there. I interviewed massage ladies and anyway. So they're there and they're not supposed to be there because everybody knows what they're doing and everybody, but the cops don't bother. And they're run by the little manager people who stand outside. The cops don't bother. And then for the Sam mentioned the Nigerians, which not all Nigerians are bad people. Just those people. And I don't think they're all Nigerian. They're different places. And they're doing their thing over there. You know, but nevertheless, you know, cops stop me. And my thing is, they're just so happy. You know, that if it was like serious, you know, they'd be like, all right, let me see your license. Go home. Then, you know, I would feel the gravity of the situation and be all like, okay, go on about it. But it was like they came out the izakaya, man, chumming it up, and then they were just walking. Hey, you want to go get them? Yeah, let's go. And then they come over, and you know, it's bothersome. But yeah, let me get out some more of these stories because this happens many times. Actually, before I even get into those stories, Tokyo Sam was saying that I should get their numbers and go down there and make a big fuss. And I would not do that. Even if they like took my bubble gum. Because it's still Japan. And I'm still rhyming gaijin. So all that would really happen is, you know, I go down there and I'm all like, and it's not worth fighting for. You know, I just watched the Three Musketeers and the latest version of the Three Musketeers. And the guys, they all quit and they're like, there's nothing worth fighting for. So now we do these stupid jobs. So yeah, it's not worth fighting for. Now if they would like broke my arm, yeah, that's a lot of money. I could sue them, man, and then get it. Well, it'll take forever. But once they like figure out it was their fault because I had it on camera and then they're going to give me like lots of money and then I'll be like, I'm innocent, so I get to stay in Japan and every day I could walk by them like that would be fun for me. That's worth fighting for. And then I could run around being like the broken arm crusader, saving all the gaijins that are being in trouble. That anytime you need my help, you would like put a broken arm and put in the light and the light would come up and then see that. That's worth fighting for. But this, you know, they're just doing their thing, so I'm doing my thing. This is Japan, man. We all, you know what you can do. But, yeah, because then at some point on my little Visa Gaijin card, it has my company's number. And they would call my company. Oh, we have Mr. Matthew down in the office thing, and he was upset that the police stopped him. And the first thing they're going to say is, why did they stop him? And then it's gonna like they're gonna call the Board of Education. One of our teachers got stuff in Shibuya. Oh, Shibuya's a bad place. People say that, man. I'm like, I go to Shibuya all the time. Like, oh, I don't go to Shibuya. Like, Roppongi's a bad place. Shibuya, and that's Roppongi at night. Roppongi at daytime is whatever. Shibuya, but that's how they feel. So it's gonna be like, oh, what was he doing? I'm like, I wasn't doing anything. Then why did they stop you? Because then it's like cops only stop people if they're doing something bad. So they must have had a reason. But they had no reason. They just stopped me. That's why I'm upset. Oh, you're upset. You do not want to, You don't want to go with the flow. You want to cause some problems. The next thing you know, my job is gone. And then I'm all like, don't got a job. But I stood for what I believe. No, I don't got a job. It's just not worth it. Anyway, and then so one more thing. When I first met Tokyo Sam a long time ago, I was actually going to talk about this, but then he left a comment, and then everybody's like thumbing it up, and then so when I first met him, we were just talking about life in Japan, and how people treat us gaijin a little differently. I'm like, I don't mind being stared at. I'm weird. I'll be rapping. I'll be air rapping. So yeah, stare at me. Or the empty seats. I don't care. I put my book bag on the empty seat. Plus, I don't like drunk salarymen or regular salarymen because they be breathing on me, and I don't like how they be breathing on me, man. It's like, so I don't mind the space around me. I don't like people throwing up on me. You saw that video. So, the further away they are, the less likely that will happen. But what I don't like is cops bothering me. They always have been bothering me. They haven't been for a while, but so I was like, he's like, yeah, Japan's cool, no one really bothers you, they just stare, and I can live with that. Like, has a cop stopped you? And he's like, no. And I'm like, well, see, they stopped me, man. They stopped me for this. They stopped me in my suit. They stopped me when I was drinking Coca-Cola. They stopped me when I was walking to the station. Just random. They stopped me in front of the club. Like, I'm getting ready to go in the club with my ID. And they're like, let me see your ID. There's a whole line of party goers, and they want to. And the laws in Japan about drugs and illegal shit is like so severe. I mean, people do it, I know, but shit, you didn't come all the way to Japan to sit there and like get kicked out of Japan. And when they kick you out, it's kind of like you can't come back for like forever, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, and all that good shit. So it's like I don't think it's worth it. But hey, whatever. But I don't think I told these stories. Because, my whole thing about, YouTube and rhyming, it's not to show that Japan is like an evil place. Because Japan is Japan. It's nicer than a lot of other places, as we all know. But it's not freaking paradise. Shit happens that people do scratching their heads like, why? Why? It just doesn't make sense. But it's Japan. You gotta weigh it out. So you got all these sexy Japanese girls around here, and then you get this one little incident over here, guy throws up on your foot. It's not the worst thing that could happen to you, but it's still here. And I notice on Facebook a lot of people post the kind of weird things that Japanese people do, like the drunken salaryman who is passed out on the street with throw up in his hair. And they find it funny to take a picture and show the world, but you'll never see that on NHK, like drunken salaryman. That's just something this gaijin do. Or, sloppy Japanese girl who's like, she's walking, like, they're walking up the steps, and their skirt is so short that even when they cover it with their hands, you can still see their butt cheeks in their underwear. And it's like, what the hell? Put some clothes on. Put some clothes on. It's just weird. And then, you got your Akihabara thing, and you got your, like, people dressed up in cosplay and all. It's Japan. Anyway, so a lot of people kind of show those things because it's just weird. But I'm not really, go any country, you'll find weird shit. And I'm not really trying to push negative things. Cops stop people. That's like everywhere. That's not my thing. But since it came up, and I just want to put out some more stories. Alright, so cops in Japan, they usually don't bother you one-on-one. It just doesn't happen so often. It's usually 2 or 3 or more. And usually they ambush you. So if they're like, and as I say, I see this, I just don't videotape it because I don't want to like make it seem like they're all whatever. Maybe they have just reason for when they do it, but usually I see this. So one guy, a Japanese guy actually, he'll be walking, and then cops will kind of say something to him, and he'll just keep walking, and then they just keep following him, and there'll be like 3 cop guys just flat-footing it along, and then he just kind of, it's like they're racing, but they're walking. And then finally just like all the way over there to all the way back to the station. So he's walking, cutting through crowds, and then finally he's about to go down into the station, and the cop like does this super flip, and he ends up in front of him, and then and then it's like, they start doing their, let's see what's in your bag and shit. I see that a lot. I mean, they don't flip. People be taking me literally here. They just kind of ambush them. And many times when I've been stopped, it's like that. I'm just kind of walking to work in a suit, and I bump into someone, and then I look up, it's a cop. So then I go this way, and there's another cop. I back up, and there's 3 cops. But I don't know if I told this one. No, I haven't. I haven't, because it is what it is. But this was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. It was Halloween. It was so October 31st. I was on the Yamanote line, and usually that's like the Halloween car. I don't know if they still have it, but a long time ago, it used to be where people would be like getting all crazy and drinking and just being crazy. But then people, you know, it's disruptive to the flow of business, and people don't like that, so they were cracking down on it. I never really participated in it because they don't publicize it. You need to know it, you know. Yamanote line's like huge. So I just went to Akihabara. It was payday, and I bought me a new beat machine. And I was actually going to a TUJ party. Well, I didn't want to go, but that was a plan. So then I came home, or I got off Akihabara, switched over, now I'm on the JR line. Actually, I just went straight. It doesn't matter. So I'm on the Yamanote line. I put my book bag on top of the train. And I put and on this day, I actually had my passport, my rhyme book, and some papers for work. Because on this, whatever, this company loved to have meetings on payday. Who the hell wants to have a meeting on payday? Just want to spend that money. So, and I had to bring my passport to show them some bullshit. So, I'm on the train, I got my book bag on top, and I got my beat machine on my lap, and I'm just pretending I'm making beats. I'm all happy like a little kid. So then I get to my station, which was Ikebukuro at the time, and I just pick up my beat machine and I right off the train, right down the steps. I was about to go through the ticket gate, and I'm like, I'm feeling a little light here. And I didn't have my my book bag, and then yeah, actually, you know what happened? Well, just like kind of pause. There's only like 10 minutes on this video. I didn't expect to be telling a story. We're gonna have to make this a part 2. Yeah. Dun dun dun. But yeah, I'll make it and post it. You don't have to wait, or maybe you do. I don't know. Yeah. Dun dun dun.